Hey humans, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Amy, and today I am going to be taking you through my top 5 fake tans. Now, I only really started getting into fake tan probably about 18 months ago, and it was through one of my friends at work who kind of recommended a couple of brands to me, a couple of application techniques and things like that, that I have since kind of grown to appreciate fake tan for what it does. I do have someone at the moment. It is looking a little bit patchy because it is on like day 6 or 7. I need to scrub it off today and reapply a fresh layer. But I'm cheating because there is actually 7 products here, but there's like different formulations within the same kind of brand and then different kind of products within the same brand as well. I'm talking to you today about my top 5 brands of fake tan. However, some of them are different kinds, some of them are different experiences and applications and things like that. So we'll dive straight into it as well. So the first one that I want to talk about is Bondi Sand. Now I have 2 different ones here to show you. I have the Bondi Sand Self-Tanning Foam in Dark. This is just the standard pump top one. Smells like coconuts and comes out in quite a bubbly foam. And then we have the Bondi Sands Aerated Self-Tanning Foam in Ultra Dark. So this is the aero version, and you spray that and it comes out looking like hair mousse. It's great. This one is the newer one to my collection. This is obviously in Ultra Dark, this one is in Dark. I think personally, in application process, I prefer the application of this. I think I actually prefer the colour of the dark one though, because I am so fair naturally. I think Ultra Dark sits a little bit weird on my skin tone, at least for me straight away. This is what I'm wearing at the moment. It's lasted for a good like 5 or 6 days before I've needed to kind of do anything to it, so we've done quite well. I love Bondi Sands as a brand. They always smell of coconuts. I think the products are really good efficacy. I think that for me they apply probably the most evenly and last the longest on my skin tone. I love the colour that they go. It's a really lovely natural colour. You can nearly always get them on offer somewhere. You get really obviously massive cans of this, and for me this is just my #1 kind of tan pick that I have found in terms of the brands that I have used and kind of ease of application, things like that. These obviously are tans that come with a guide colour, so if you are someone who is unlike me, who hasn't really gone into the realm of like clear tans, water tans, things like that, I've only tried one, then maybe this could be a good shout for you. I don't know about like clear gel tans that are colourless or anything like that. Because I'm so new to tan, I like having a guide colour to be able to see where I have put it. For me, I just absolutely love these and I will always repurchase these. On the other end of the scale, we have probably the first fake tan that I ever properly tried. This is the Samuraitz Instant Self-Tanning Mousse. This is in the colour medium. Now, you are not a British girl if you have not tried this brand. It is about £4. If that. You could probably get it cheaper than that in some places, and it's the best budget tan that I have tried. I find that it can go a little bit orange, more so than the other ones that are more olivey based. So for me, I don't tend to go darker than the colour medium, because if I go darker than that, I tend to look a bit like a What's It, just because I am so fair naturally. It dries really fast. It lasts like a good kind of 4 or 5 days on me before I need to kind of re-up it or do anything to it. It doesn't really streak as much. It doesn't really, it's very similar in terms of texture and things like that to the Bondi Sands one. It just doesn't last as long and the colour's not as nice, but it is definitely my favourite budget tan. Pick it up pretty much just about anywhere, and if it's something that you're wanting to kind of get into trying tan, this is definitely the brand that I would recommend that you dive straight into. While I'm on the subject, I just wanted to mention my preferred application method. I found this tanning mitt in Boots. This is the Tan Organic mitt that comes with a little hand thing. You can get them for about £5 in Boots. I've had this one for about 5 months now. I've washed it on its 5th wash, and I think after this it's going to be no more after that. But they're really cheap. They're kind of like a velvety kind of material. Obviously you've got 2 sides. Best application that I've had of tan, frankly, for the entire time that I've been using it. It just makes it really even, really easy to apply, and because it's got kind of that thumb section to it as well, it's easier to kind of grip and kind of make sure you're like rubbing it into all the areas properly. So definitely that's my tan applicator of choice, just while I remember. I then have a slightly different kind of tan, because this is not a fake tan so much, it is a gradual tanner. This is my kind of tan maintenance slash I can't be bothered tan of choice. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Natural Bronze Body Lotion. So this is obviously from Palmer's Cocoa Butter range, but it does have a bit of a gradual tan in it. It smells delightful, it smells like chocolate, it's really moisturising. So this is probably what I use most often in winter because it is so hydrating on my skin. I probably use this every 3 or 4 days and it goes a really, really lovely golden colour on me. I'd have to use probably 3 or 4 consistent applications of it to be able to get a decent tan colour of it, but that's why I use it more so as maintenance rather than a standalone tan on its own. For me, this is the best one that I've tried. I think I tried a Vaseline one, I tried the Dove one, I tried a Nivea one, I tried the Samuraitz one, I tried loads of different ones, and for me this is just the best one in terms of combining the moisturising properties with the tan properties. It gives enough of a colour that I don't feel it's a good maintenance for a tan, or I don't feel the need that I need to add specifically more tan on top of it, but it's a better moisturiser than all the other ones that I've tried. It smells great, and in terms of lasting on my skin, I'll probably get 3 or 4 days out of the colour that this gives me. Like I said, I apply it probably every 3rd time that I shower. Probably use this once or twice a week, if that. But I do moisturise every time I come out of the shower, just with any moisturiser that I have. But this is what you'll normally find me using in winter. Definitely the most expensive tan that I have is the Vita Liberata Fast Rapid Acting Tan Choose Your Shade garbage. No idea what. Basically, I love this because if I need to get ready really quick, you can get a decent colour out of this in just 30 minutes. I have probably about 6 or 7 of these upstairs because I bought them all on sale, and I probably shouldn't have, but I did. So again, it's just a pump top, kind of similar one to the Bondi Sands or to the Samuraitz, and you basically just put it all over your body. And then for me, because if I was to be getting ready really quickly, I discovered this brand just before lockdown when we were going out for my birthday, and I was trying to organise everything, this, that, the next thing. Basically what I did was I whacked this on, put on like a dark long sleeve t-shirt, pair of jogging bottoms, went to the hotel that we were staying in, maybe had it on for about 2 hours, if that, and it looked really, really good. It is really expensive. I think these Liberata tans are about £37. I would not pay £37 for this. But because I did not pay £37 for this, I think this one is absolutely great. I have reviewed the gel on my channel that was part of Boots £10 Tuesday about 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, I'm not really certain when I did that, and that was a bit weird. It was like a bit Marmite on my skin. I definitely prefer mousse formulations over kind of gels or anything like that. I just find gels are a bit sticky and a bit tricky to apply, and they're just definitely not my favourite. So this is definitely kind of like a luxury tan of choice. I think it lasts definitely the longest on my skin. I think if I was to put this on, I could probably get 7 to 10 days out of this. It just seems to stick to my body really well. And it's one of the tans that actually sticks well on my neck as well, which is a place that I really, really struggle actually to get tan to adhere. It's where my Bondi Sand one will go first, so I have products that I'll speak about that rectify that. But this I can very, very easily get a week out of before I even need to think about replying or kind of topping it up or anything at all. So while it is really expensive, it is definitely worth the money. And then finally, my last kind of top tan is kind of like a pair of products. However, I do have the wrong shade in one of them, and I'll explain this. So these are the Isle of Paradise. It's the tanning water and the tanning drops. This is my facial tan of choice. It's absolutely brilliant. Like, I have never found a facial tan that is quite like it. But these are the drops that you can actually use on your face and your body. So basically what they are is super, super concentrated tan. And what you do is you add some drops to your moisturiser of choice, be it your facial moisturiser or your body moisturiser. It says on the back here, 1 to 2 drops to your favourite moisturiser, mixed together, more drops is a deeper tan. I'm not going to lie, like 2 drops does nothing for me, so I will probably use about 1/3 of a pipette. I'll put that into my facial moisturiser, and then what I'll do is I'll sweep that over my face and sweep that around my neck and over my ears. So if nothing else, when I'm filming, my neck is definitely at least the same colour as my face, so at least get away with that. They're really, really great, smell delightful. I think they smell like cucumber actually. Cucumbery, aloe vera-y, like a little bit of spicy, absolutely great. Haven't irritated my skin at all, definitely the best facial tan that I have tried. And then the tanning water, I really, really like this actually, but I think I need the shade dark. I think the dark shade would work better with this. than the medium shade with the medium. I think if you were not really looking for like a proper bronze look, I think you could use the light drops with the medium tan. I think that would work really well. Or if you were even fairer than me, I think that would work really well. This has a green colour base to it, so it looks a lot more olivey, a lot more natural on the skin tone. And basically you just squish it everywhere, rub it in, and then you're good to go. With it being a clear tan, you can get dressed straight away. There's no guide colour that's going to transfer. It's going to be easier for you to sleep in. Just a little bit more tricky and more finicky to apply because obviously you don't have the guide colour to see. I haven't had any major mishaps with it yet. I think this is absolutely great. I got this in a set with the prep spray and the self-tan remover. The self-tan remover, absolutely banging, top notch. I think I might actually use this later today when I need to reapply my tan because I've just convinced myself that I need to retry this again. It's a nice colour. For me, it's just not dark enough. I think the shades that I have in most of these are dark, except the Samuraitz one obviously because it goes quite orange. I would need to probably do 2 or 3 applications of this to get the colour that I want in order for it to be kind of worth its while for me. So maybe I need to go a shade darker with this, but that's my fault, not the product's fault. The product itself is absolutely brilliant. Nearly always on offer, and the one thing I do like about Isle of Paradise versus all of the other brands, which is probably why I'm going to use them as my tan of choice moving forward into 2021, is that they do offer the refill pouches. So with all these other brands, because they are mousses, you need to use the top specifically with the certain products, and it's difficult to get refills, and it's just a lot more kind of money and it's more impactful on the planet, things like that. Whereas with this, it's just a water. It's literally just a water with a spray top. So they offer, I know they sell them in Boots, they've got these pouches that basically you can refill the bottle from, and it's just a lot more eco-friendly and just a lot more sustainable in terms of kind of like the tan that you're wanting to use, and they do them for every shade as well, so that's really great. So yeah, they are my top 5 fake tans, more so the brands and the formulations rather than inherently the products themselves. Anything from Bondi Sand I've absolutely loved. Isle of Paradise I think are great, and then the Vita Liberata, that tan specifically, I think is definitely really good. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite fake tans are, so I know that if I need to go and buy a new product, what ones I need to be buying. Hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Don't forget to turn the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and give this video a big thumbs up so more people can find it. And other than that, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!